Red Dead Online might look hard for beginners, because for your first missions you're gonna be earning pathetic amount of money, experience and the most importantly gold. So it almost feels like Rockstar are forcing you to buy gold bars. But what if I tell you that just in 6 hours of gameplay I went from this to this? Level 20 with good weapons, fine clothing, some nice amount of money and the most importantly 25 gold bars, which is enough to buy any role in the game or even 2 roles if there is a discount. And I was not even rushing or speed running, just doing the right things in an optimal way. Anyway, from this step-by-step guide you will learn how to make your start in Red Dead Online easy and comfortable. But let's waste no more time. First of all, character creation. Few important advices here. Choose the gender of your character wisely, because it's impossible to change it. You will be able to change your appearance at any time you want. Actually not in the beginning, because it will cost you $400 or 10 gold bars. But changing the gender of your character is not gonna be possible, so you will only have to delete your character and create a new one. So only important choice on this stage is the gender and also attributes. I suggest you to invest your 2 points of attributes into health or deadeye. If you like fishing or killing enemies with the bow, choose deadeye. And if you are really good with headshots and love hunting, choose health. Later you will understand why. And yeah, the names that you are choosing for your character doesn't matter at all, because no one will see it. Everyone in your lobby will only see your account name. So when you will create your character, the game will offer you to play intro or to skip it. And I suggest you to play it. It will take only 40 minutes, but will be a good introduction into the world of Red Dead Online. You will get used to controls and mechanics. And speaking about that, very first things that you need to do before even getting on your horse is to open menu, go to settings, choose controls and change pretty much everything there, because default settings are just terrible. I even think it was made on purpose to make beginners' life in Red Dead Online harder. For example, targeting and weapons, lock-on mode, by default it's normal and it's basically an auto-aim setting, and even if you don't have controller and you playing on a PC, you still have to go to controller settings and change it from normal to free aim, because if you're not gonna do it, even if you're only using mouse and keyboard, you still not gonna receive a bonus for free aim. Yes, when you kill enemies, NPCs or even animals, even like small bird with free aim, you get extra 20 experience points, which is a lot. Anyway, definitely change it if you're playing on a PC, but even if you're using controller, I suggest you to at least try with free aim, because aim assist actually helps you a lot and you gonna receive much more experience. But if you don't feel comfortable with controller and want to use auto aim, you still gonna need to change the setting from normal to white. Don't forget to make the same change for lock-on mode for mount vehicles. Next is third-person controls. I usually use standard FPS here, but it's up to you. But don't forget to change look sensitivity, aim sensitivity and aim look acceleration to the maximum and aim dead zone to 0. You have to do the same changes to first-person settings if you're planning to use first-person view. Accessibility is last, and here 3 out of 4 default settings are just terrible. Like running mode only on foot, you have to change it from hold to run to toggle to run. Then tap assist, change it to hold. It will give you a big advantage in melee PvP. And the last one is hold to reel, fishing. You definitely have to change it from off to on, otherwise you literally can't break your controller stick. After buying a fishing rod on level 14, you will see what I'm talking about. So after changing settings, you might think that you are ready to make first steps in the world of Red Dead Online, but no. There is one more thing that you want to do as soon as possible, and it's not even in the game. I'm talking about receiving 10 gold bars for free, and yes, there is such option, no one knows about it, because nor game itself, neither Rockstar on their website are telling you about it. But back in the day there was a promotion set up to step verification for your Rockstar Social Club account and receive 10 gold bars for Red Dead Online and 500,000 for GTA Online. And you know what, it still works. I tested it on September 2022 and received 10 gold gold bars. It might take up to 72 hours after you will set up two-step verification till the moment when you will receive 10 gold bars, and that's why I'm suggesting you to do it as soon as possible if you're interested in this bonus. Anyway, in your social club account, open settings and go to two-step verification. If you have not verified your email address yet, do it and then just complete two-step verification and wait for your gold bars. If you're not gonna receive it in 72 hours, feel free to contact Rockstar support and ask, because I repeat, it's still working, obviously if you haven't done two-step verification before. So now you're ready to start your Wild West adventures. Oh wait, you need to change one more stupid default setting. Push arrow down on your controller to open radar menu and change radar view to expanded. This way it will be much easier to see enemies on a minimap. I'm not using it in my footage because it not looks so good on a footage, but you know, for beginners it's a lot of help. And now you're ready, just do what the game is telling you. In the very first mission you will have to kill the bandits, but I always try to aim for a headshot when you fighting NPCs, other players or even big animals. And decide what to do with the gang leader. You can kill him or let him go, but the trick is there is absolutely no difference, because it only affects your honor, and honor is absolutely not important in Red Dead Online. The only difference between high and low honor is what missions you gonna receive at the end of Red Dead Online main story. And even more, every time you feed your horse or even skin an animal, you receive positive honor, and a lot of, so you probably gonna have maximum positive honor anyway. From bandit you will receive a map, read it and go to the point, find a treasure. Now here don't be disappointed. Yes, money inside are pathetic, but next time when you will find the treasure in the game you will receive much more. But what is important, in this first treasure chest you will find the ticket for a free ability card. Now to manage ability cards, open weapon wheel and choose ability loadout. And you can choose one out of 3 Deadeye ability cards, but here is a no-brainer choice, choose Painted Black. Claim this ability card and don't forget to equip it. To activate any Deadeye ability card you have to aim and press right stick on your controller. By the way, if you're playing on a PC, I strongly suggest you to bind Deadeye activation to button E, because you're gonna use it a lot. Anyway, when you're activating and maintaining Deadeye, it uses your Deadeye bar and then Deadeye core. To refill Deadeye bar you need to make kills without Deadeye mode being active, drink a tonic or use some special ability cards that only gonna be available from level 10. But on the low levels you mostly gonna refill Deadeye bar by making kills. By the way, killing animals or even birds also counts. But why Painted Black is a must-have ability card? Well, because it makes it much easier for you to kill your enemies, because it marks your enemies when it's active. Marks are placed automatically, but here is the trick, you don't even need to wait until mark will be placed, because Painted Black gives you perfect accuracy. It's really important because weapons in Red Dead Online are extremely inaccurate, but with Painted Black active you can be sure that you gonna make an easy headshot. So how to use it properly? If you have free aim settings, just try to place a mark on the head of your enemy. But if you are using auto aim, you should learn a little bit more advanced technique. Auto aim at your enemy, then move your aiming stick a little bit up so aim will go right to the head. Activate Deadeye at the same time when you moving your aim up and shoot immediately without waiting for a mark to be placed. Because of perfect accuracy, such move will pretty much always lead to an easy kill with a headshot. But there is a problem. Painted Black, just like any other ability card in Red Dead Online, has 3 different levels. And on the first level it will use quite a lot of Deadeye bar. So to use it more effectively and not run out of Deadeye all the time, you will have to upgrade it at some point, but problem is it's quite expensive. For example, to purchase level 2 you will have to pay $350, which is a lot for beginners. But if you use Painted Black a lot, I still suggest you to do it around level 20 after you will buy the most needed weapons. And yes, to level up any ability card, all you need to do is equip this ability card and earn 10,000 experience points with this ability card equipped for level 2, and then extra 15,000 1000 experience points to upgrade it from level 2 to level 3. By the way, upgrading from level 2 to level 3 will cost you enormous $500, so it's definitely not for beginners. Anyway, in second and the last mission of a tutorial, you will have to steal a horse, and here you might try stealth. So crouch and make sure that enemies are not looking at you. Don't worry, they are almost blind and deaf. By the way, by looking at the minimap, you can tell if you are in a stealth mode or not. If your icon is gray, then you are in a stealth mode. If it's white, it means that you're not in a stealth mode. So just choose a knife, get to enemies from behind, and when you close, press B on Xbox controller or circle on PlayStation controller. And yes, later on level 10, when you will be able to purchase bow, stealth will become much easier. When you get to horses, choose the ones that you like the most, because spoiler, you will be able to keep this horse for free. When you will deliver a horse, you will see a promising cutscene.
Cam, now listen to me for a second. Any other decent horses you find, we'll buy them, just as soon as we are set up, okay?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but these brothers will never set up. It's been 4 years already, but such missions are not in Red Dead Online. Anyway, give some funny name to your first horse, manage saddle, and when you will leave stables, you will see that now your horse has bonding level 1. It's a really important parameter because there is a huge difference between horse with bonding level 1 and the same horse with bonding level 4, which is maximum bonding level. Horse with maximum bonding level will learn new tricks, but the most importantly will have much more health and stamina. First of all, don't forget to feed your horse every time when you see that stamina and health cores are not full. You can feed your horse with pretty much any plant that you find around the world, and wild carrots would be a nice choice here, but it would be much better choice to go to stables and buy some food for your horse, and here I suggest you to buy hay. It's super cheap and super effective. Also, if you will dismount, get to your horse and press aim button, you will see that you can calm down your horse, pet it, or even lead it. And each of these options will give your horse some experience and increase bonding level by a bit. And by the way, if you want to level up your horse extremely fast, just lead it for like 20 minutes. But still, I don't see any reason to do so, just don't forget to feed it and calm it down time to time when you're riding it. Now, to calm down your horse, you need to press left stick on your controller or G button on your keyboard. It will not only literally calm down your horse when it's nervous, you know, because there are predators around or enemies are shooting, but also on a higher bonding levels, it will restore some amount of horse stamina, and pretty significant amount of stamina on bonding level 4, so don't forget to calm down your horse every 18 seconds when you're riding it. Do not run out of stamina, and yes, there is 18 seconds cooldown on this ability. Don't worry that you're riding the cheapest horse in Red Dead Online, because in practice there is not much of a difference between expensive horse and the ones that you get for free. What matters is saddle that you have and stirrups. So on low levels, just buy the best stirrups that you can afford and you will be fine. Later on level 35, buy the best saddle in the game, it's called Nekadoches. Add the best stirrups and any horse will be good. But obviously, if you love horses and have extra money, around level 20 you might replace your horse with more expensive one or just buy second horse. To do that, you will first have to purchase stable stall for $100 and then spend at least another $500 on some expensive horse. If you care about stats, I suggest you to choose Mustang, it's a pretty good horse for $500, but also you can look for different discounts and buy other horse if you like how it looks. I repeat, look at the most important thing about the horses in Red Dead Online, because on practice difference is not significant. Anyway, now just meet creeps at your camp, see a trailer and tutorial will be over. And now you are ready for adventures, but the problem is, game is not really telling you what to do, but don't worry, I will. First of all, open characters menu, it's left arrow on your controller or press L on a keyboard, and go to daily challenges, because daily challenges is another consistent way of making gold bars in Red Dead Online. And you will see that you have 7 general daily challenges. Some of them are pretty easy even for beginners, like craft a tonic or travel by a train or pick up some flowers. And for completing completing each of these tasks, you're gonna be earning 0.1 gold bar. Also, if you will complete all 7 daily challenges, you will receive additional 0.3 gold bar. But it's not always worth it, because some daily challenges are extremely hard to complete for beginners. So at first I suggest you to only complete the easiest ones, but to do it every day, because there is such thing as daily challenge streak. It works like that: if you complete at least one daily challenge for 7 days every day, you start earning 50% more gold. So for each task it would be 0.15 gold bars, and here you might start thinking about completing all 7 daily challenges. After your streak will reach 21 days, you will start receiving 0.25 gold bars, but unfortunately after maintaining your streak for 28 days it will reset. But you're gonna receive $100 and a treasure map. Anyway, daily challenges is a good way of making some gold bars for beginners, especially if you can reach some good daily challenge streak. By the way, later when you will buy rolls, there will be additional daily challenges for every roll, up to 3 daily challenges per roll. So even more easy gold. But at the beginning I still suggest you to complete only the easiest daily challenges and keep the streak going. Really useful tip for daily challenges. Quite often you will have to skin some specific animals or gather some specific plants. And to find them I suggest you to use Red Dead Online's interactive map. It's a really beautiful website, it's not an advertisement, it's just really useful. Link you will find in the description. But anyway, here you can find any animal, any plant that you're looking for, and a lot of other stuff like treasure chest locations. And later when you will buy a collector roll, you will be able to find any collector item spot with help of this map. One more really important tip for making money and gold, especially on low levels: never forget about treasure maps. You will find treasure maps when looting dead enemies, pretty rarely to be honest. Also sometimes there will be encounters in a free roam, like NPC will offer you to buy treasure map from him, or, which is gonna happen more often, you will find treasure map on a tree, usually during night time, so keep an eye on that. But most importantly, every 5 levels you gonna receive treasure map to your mail, except level 5, because the map that you get into your tutorial is like for level 5. Anyway, when you gonna receive treasure map, immediately use it. You can find it by opening your bag, go into documents and checking treasure maps. Then go to area marked on the map and search for a treasure chest. And yes, sometimes treasure will be on the other side of the map. In this case you can use fast travel. It might be a little bit too expensive for beginners, but you're gonna get a lot of money from a treasure chest anyway. But if you are really short on money, there is a little trick you can use in this or other situations. It's called Autopilot. Not really, it's called like that, but it's basically an autopilot. So anyway, place a mark on the map where you wanna go, then mount your horse and go on the road. Turn on cinematic mode by holding the button that changes view and start riding a horse on this road. Press acceleration button 2 times and then release everything. Now autopilot mode is on, but be careful, you might be kicked for AFK if you will not return in 15 minutes. But let's go back to treasure hunt. When you will reach this yellow area, activate eagle eye by pressing both sticks at the same time and just walk around until you will see golden glow and your controller will start vibrating. But again, Red Dead Online interactive map can help you here, because for each treasure map, possible treasure chest locations are marked on the map. Now, next thing that you wanna do is to get some better looking clothing for free. Every month Rockstar is giving some outfit created by community for free to every single player of Red Dead Online. To see which one you can get this month, just open menu, go to benefits, turn page, and usually it will be here. So you can claim your free clothing items through Keflog, or you can visit Taylor in Saint-Denis or Blackwater, for example. Search for items that has this red sale mark and a price of 0 cents. Now usually only one color will be free, but there is a trick. For many clothing items it will look like your level is not high enough, so you cannot claim it. What you need to do is press left trigger as if you were planning to pay in gold, and then claim it for free. When you will get all the items, just go to the wardrobe, it's in the same building, and save your new outfit. And now you will look much better. And now it's time to make some real money and gold. And yes, you already know about treasure maps and daily challenges, but most profits you will still make from grinding different activities. And here your choice is stranger missions. Really simple missions that you can pick from strangers, they have such icon on a minimap, and they will bring you almost no money at all. Next are telegram missions. You can simply open characters menu and choose telegrams. Telegram missions has better payouts, but they're a little bit too hard for beginners in the most cases. Next choice is different PvP showdown modes. But again, it's not a great idea to take part in PvP matches before you will purchase some good weapons, good and upgraded ability cards, tonics and stuff like that, because advantage that any high level player will have over you is just insane. There are so-called hardcore showdown modes where everyone has the same weapons, no ability cards and tonics, and I suggest beginners to take part only in these PvP modes, or join PvP simply to complete daily challenge, if you will be lucky enough to find showdown match, because recently it's also a problem. So next option is to continue main story of Red Dead Online, helping Jessica Leclerc in the Land of Opportunities missions, and actually that's something that game will constantly tell you to do. But there are a few reasons why you might to choose complete this mission later. First of all, it's not that much of a great grind. Payouts are pretty standard, but there are pretty long cutscenes. Also, you will waste some time waiting when matchmaking will find you teammates. But the most importantly, your teammates will also be new players, and unlike you, they probably not even watching this guide. So it's quite possible they will be completely terrible and will be failing again and again, and you're gonna be restarting mission again and again. So you will spend a lot of time on a mission but will receive pretty small payout. So it's just not worth it from money making point of view. But you might say, well, I care about the story, I want to help this Jessica Leclerc to get her revenge. Bad news here as well, because spoiler, story is unfinished. Like, remember this woman we have to kill for purpose of revenge? Well, guess what? It's never gonna happen, because Rockstar never ever finished this story. Also, most missions in the Land of Opportunity story are barely related to Jessica Leclerc at all. We just have to go around and help sheriffs if we have positive honor, or bad guys if we have negative honor. But the biggest problem is that missions have some level requirements, and pretty high level requirements, so you're not gonna be able to complete all the story at once. On practice you will complete some missions and then will have to level up to continue the story. I don't know about you, but for me it breaks an immersion. And don't get me wrong, missions are still kinda fun, and I still suggest you to complete this story at least once, even though it's unfinished, but it might be better to wait until you will reach some high rank, so you can complete all the story at once, and also you will not care about money or gold. Anyway, the last big option for beginners, for people who are grinding on a first role, will be blood money missions. And I suggest you to focus on this activity, because it was designed specifically for beginners. It's not as hard as telegram missions, but still can be challenging, payouts are decent, and most importantly, you will complete these blood money missions in a private lobbies basically. So they will work much more stable, and other players will not kill you and stop you from completing the mission, and so on. But there is something else that you have to consider. Each month there are different bonuses with extra payouts for different types of missions. Usually it's double or triple money and experience, but sometimes there is double gold as well. And you definitely want to look for these double gold payouts, because gold is extremely important in Red Dead Online and kinda hard to earn. To find out about these bonuses, just open menu, go to benefits, and on the first page here you will see extra payouts for roles, but on the second page you will see information about other bonuses. Like for example, here I have double payouts including gold for regular and hardcore telegram missions. So focus on missions with double gold if there are some, unless it's horse races, because much matches there are super fast, and that's why you still not gonna earn anything even with triple gold sometimes. Later you will understand why. Also, call to arms might not be worth it for beginners even with double gold, because matchmaking is just not existing in Red Dead Online for this activity, and fighting alone will be just too hard for most beginners. But if there is double gold for PvP, stranger missions, land of opportunities, go on and grind it. However, if there are no good bonuses for non-role activities, go on and focus on blood money missions. But before we will talk about how to make money with help of these blood money missions in the most optimal way, there is something that you need to know. It's about payout structure in Red Dead Online, because most players have no idea how it works, especially new players, and that's why they are losing a lot of money. So amount of money, experience and gold that you're gonna be earning in pretty much every activity that we discussed is based mostly on a time spent on the mission. And the weird thing is, spending more time on a mission will lead to earning more money and gold and experience. So there is a timer, sometimes visible but sometimes invisible, and it starts exactly when you start the mission, after cutscene, when you appear on a map and get control of your character. Sometimes there is no cutscenes like in bounty hunter missions, and then timer starts when your target appears on a map and game tells you where to go and what to do. When you die during a mission, if you have additional lives, it's not affecting cooldown, but when you restarting from checkpoint, it resets the timer. Obviously the same happens when you restarting the mission. Anyway, timer stops when you completing the mission, and every 30 seconds from the very beginning, amount of money and experience that you're gonna earn is increasing. This payout is different for different types of missions. For example, it will be extremely low for stranger missions and much higher for blood money, telegram missions or land of opportunities. Sometimes amount of money and experience is affected by some additional factors. For example, in hardcore telegram missions, if you will complete the mission without breaking stealth, you're gonna earn more money and experience. But for gold it's completely different. Amount of gold bars that you're gonna earn for completing missions only depends on time, and for pretty much every single activity in the game it will be the same. And it calculates like this: if you somehow will spend on activity less than 3 minutes, you're gonna earn no gold at all. If you will spend between 3 and 6 minutes, you will receive 0.08 gold bars. Between 6 and 9 minutes, 0.16 gold bars. From 9 to 12 minutes, 0.24 gold bars, and so on. Maximum payout is 0.48 gold bars if you will spend 30 minutes on a mission. Anyway, if we want to have maximum payouts per minute in money, experience and gold, we want to spend exactly 9 or 12 minutes on each mission. 9 if you care more about money and experience, and 12 if you care more about gold. So keep that in mind when you're completing every activity. Now, to start grinding blood money missions, what you need to do is find this yellow blood money icon in Saint-Denis. Go there, watch a cutscene that makes no sense at all, and then find blood money mission givers on a map with such icon. The problem is, it's the same exact NPCs that are giving you stranger missions for negative honor. So when you will visit them first time, you will have to watch a cutscene and complete one stranger mission. And yes, you can get to these blood money mission givers fast from the starting menu if you will choose crimes, but it will spawn you close to some random blood money mission giver, and if you have not visited this particular NPC yet, you will have to watch cutscene again and do stranger mission. But anyway, after that, just go back to this particular NPC and choose blood money missions. Here you will see that there are crimes and opportunities. You need crimes, and even more, there are regular crimes, and also there are contracts. It's 3-part missions, and I suggest you to grind contracts, because for completing whole contract, all 3 missions, you're gonna get extra bonus, $60. It's a one-time bonus, and for replaying the same contract, you're not gonna receive it again. But there are 6 different contracts, and receiving extra $60 for each of them, it's a pretty good deal for beginners. I suggest you to start with the railroad contract, because it's pretty easy for beginners, and also the blue water contract, because because it's pretty cool. It's a little bit challenging, but story is interesting, cutscenes are cool, you will see it. Few more things about blood money missions. First of all, during such missions you will be looting capitale from enemies, so don't forget to loot everyone, and also you will be finding capitale in a hidden boxes. You can learn about locations of these boxes from Reddit post, link in the description. But why you even need this capitale? And I know that you already hate this word, but it gives you access to more complicated and interesting missions called blood money opportunities that you also can get from the same NPCs. And these missions has much higher payout if we're talking about money and experience. So when you will have enough capitale, at least 15, I suggest you to try them. Anyway, second thing that you need to know about blood money missions is that it's optimal to complete them in exact 9 or 12 minutes, and 12 minutes is even better because you gonna get more gold, which is important for beginners. So you might want to use your own timer on a phone or a watch if you have watch, and start it exactly right here when the mission begins, and complete the mission, which usually will mean to deliver the bag with capitale to NPC after there will be 12 minutes on your timer. And if you already done everything but still have some time left, you can do daily challenges inside of these blood money missions. You can grind materials or even look for collectible items for collector roll. And yes, without purchasing this collector roll you cannot sell these collector items, but for picking them up you get some experience, which is good, but the most importantly you keep these items, so later when you will purchase collector roll you will just sell all these items and earn a lot of money at once. Now, important tips that help you not to die during these blood money missions or any other PvE missions in Red Dead Online actually. First of all, your stats: health, stamina and die. For each of these parameters there is a bar, this circle, and a core icon inside of a circle. When you're running, for example, you are using stamina bar, and when it's empty you are starting to use stamina core. Same with the die. When you activate or maintain the die ability card, it decreases your dead die bar. And with health, obviously when you take damage it decreases your health bar. Also, core affects regeneration rate of each parameter. If it's full, white icon, or which is even better, fortified, golden icon, your bar will regenerate faster. Now, to restore or fortify cores you will need to eat food, and you can restore bars in a few ways. First of all, drink a tonic, or wait until it will regenerate itself if we're talking about health or stamina, and if we're talking about the die we need to make kills without the die being active. But you might say, well, my bars are not full circles, and it's because you haven't leveled them up yet. The main and the easiest way to level up health bar is to kill your enemies with a bow, which you can purchase at level 10, and I suggest you to do it actually, or to go fishing. You can buy fishing rod on level 14. By the way, quick reminder, if you will choose fishing, make sure that you changed this setting as we were talking about at the beginning. The easiest way to level up stamina bar is just to run around with acceleration. Stamina bar don't really matter, so don't worry about it, sooner or later it will reach maximum. And the main methods of leveling up the die bar are, first of all, skinning animals. Yes, for some unknown reason when you skin animals your dead die is increasing, but more effective is just to kill enemies with a headshot. Now, food and tonics are also very important. Now, tonics you can craft from herbs, again find them with help of Red Dead Online interactive map, but it's gonna be easier to simply purchase tonics via catalog. And actually it's something that I suggest you to do with your first $20-30. Just buy health tonics on all this money, it's gonna be the best investment in the beginning. Just don't forget to take tonics that you ordered from a mailbox. As for food, you want to craft it yourself, and to do that you gonna need meat. And the best choice here is a big game meat that you get from big animals like alligators. But there is a problem, it's a little bit hard to kill alligator on a low level. Later when you will purchase sniper rifle it's gonna be easy, just one headshot, but at the beginning it's much harder because it will take a lot of shots. But there is a trick. Just go to a fence, this icon on a map, you can find it in different places, and purchase yourself Hunter Hatchet or Ancient Tomahawk for $5. You can buy both if you have money. By the way, since you're in a fence already, sell different valuables that you're looting from enemies and finding to make a little bit of extra money. Anyway, after purchasing an axe, find any big alligators that are living all around Saint-Denis and kill it with one headshot. Aim for the head only, because if you will not hit a head, alligator is not gonna die and just will run around with your hatchet and you're gonna lose it. So then just skin it and get the meat. And also alligator teeth that you can sell to butcher and make some extra money. Anyway, from this big game meat you already can craft some good foods that will restore all your cores at once. But it will be even better to pick up wild mint and at your camp craft minty big game that will not only restore but also fortify your health core. So you will have more health and higher health regeneration rate. So it's important before starting any mission, if you don't wanna die too often, make sure that you have good food with you, some tonics and also ammo for your weapons. And speaking about weapons, carbine repeater and Cattleman revolvers that you get in for free are fine for killing NPCs, but not perfect and they are absolutely not good for hunting. So when you will make your first money, I suggest you to buy following weapons. First, Warmint rifle. You can use it for killing NPCs, you can use it for hunting small animals like rabbits without ruining their pelt and carcass quality, and also for getting bird eggs from the trees. It's a collector role item. By the way, you can purchase any weapon through Keflock and it will magically appear on your horse immediately. Then you want to buy bow at level 10 because it's good for hunting bigger animals, it's good for stealth and you need it to level up your health. When you will have more money, I suggest you to buy pump action shotgun, because shotguns are making PvE super easy. Just remember, you wanna shot your enemies when the distance is close, like 12 steps or less, because it's gonna be easy one shot to pretty much any part of the body. Also, when you will have enough money, go and buy rolling block sniper rifle. It's not only good for hunting bigger animals, including alligators, but also will help you in PvE significantly, since you will be able to kill enemies from a safe distance. But with the sniper rifles you cannot use auto aim or painted black, so if you're not good with free aiming, maybe buy bolt action rifle instead. One more important thing, when you're using your weapons, they are getting dirty and their performance is decreasing, so make sure that they are clean. You can check if your weapon is clean or not in a weapon wheel in this condition parameter. So when your weapon is dirty, you need to clean it, and to do so you have to buy weapon oil, again from Keflock. Or you can visit Gunsmith, such icon on a minimap, and there clean your weapons. It will cost you exactly the same money, but here at Gunsmith you can also upgrade your weapons. Just go to components and you can choose upgradement for your barrel, which will make weapon a little bit more effective. Choose different scope on the sniper rifle, for example, and get a wrap for your weapon. Usually there will be ones that you can get for free, and it's important because it's not only cosmetics, but having a cloth or leather wrap on your weapon will make it lose condition on a slower rate, so you will have to clean it less often. Additional tip on how not to die in a fight with NPCs. Hide behind the cover. It will not only protect you from NPCs that are shooting at you, but also, and it's something that most beginners don't know, it will increase your health regeneration rate. So if you have fortified health core and hiding behind the cover, you will not even need to drink tonic. You will regenerate health extremely fast, if not taking damage. But yes, if situation is tough and you are fighting in an open space and there are a lot of enemies around you, don't forget to drink tonics. Anyway, if you're gonna be prepared for the fights and will follow all these advices, you're not gonna be dying fighting NPCs. But what about other players? Here you can protect yourself as well by following two simple steps. Step 1. Don't attack other players first. It's really important. Most Red Dead Online players are super friendly. Just wave to them or wave back. Don't aim at them with your weapons. Don't run with lasso around them, and in most cases they will not attack you, because Red Dead Online has one of the most friendliest communities ever. I'm not saying that there are no griefers. There are griefers, but they are pretty rare. And you can additionally protect yourself from griefers too with help of the second step. Tune on defensive mode. To do that, open characters menu, go to the end of the list, choose online options and change playing style from from offensive to defensive. Then wait 30 seconds, and when this shield icon will stop blinking, your defensive mode will be on. Other players will still be able to attack you, but you will receive much less damage. Auto-aiming and painted black is not gonna work on you. Other people will not be able to hit you in melee or use lasso on you, and so on. To be honest, high-level skilled griffers will still kill you, but low-level griffers, which are most common, will be absolutely helpless against you when you are in a defensive mode. Just remember step 1, don't attack anyone first and you'll be fine. So if you're not gonna spend any gold around level 20, you will earn around 15 gold bars and also will receive 10 gold bars for 2-step verification, so you will have 25 gold bars in total, just like I had here. So you can buy any role you want, but I suggest you to buy collector role first or bounty hunter role, and you will still have 10 gold bars left that you can spend on another role with a discount, because usually there is a discount on one of the roles. And when you will buy your first role, it will be completely different grind, completely different profits, much higher than at the beginning. But which role to choose, which role you should buy first? Well, it's an important question, and if you're looking for an answer to this question, I suggest you to go and watch video that you now see on your screen. There I explain it in details. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this unnecessary detailed beginner's guide for Red Dead Online, and stay safe, stay healthy, goodbye.